FTO, FTO, FTO.
It's a race to the throne.
To the throne.
Don't fuck it up or you'll never be known.
Never be known.
Who's gonna be king? Who's gonna be stone?
Gonna be
But only
stone.
one can sit on the throne.
Sit on the throne.
F
FTO,
T L
FTO,
F T
FTO,
L.
FTO.
Welcome back. Another season of fantasy football is upon us. This is the Fantasy Throne League. I'm Sean Bowles. This is my co-host.
Luke Skaggs.
That was a little delayed. It's okay. But we're back.
Hey,
It's been a minute.
It's still week one, so we're still getting the hang of it, you know.
Anyway,
A little rust.
On the screen here, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but we're going to put it up here. 2 days, 23 hours, 57 minutes, and 17 seconds. Now 14, now 13, now 12, now 10, 11.
I can't wait. We're back, baby. Football is back.
Do you have a draft strategy?
I have a bit of a strategy, so I'm at 8.
Tell me everything. I'm at 3. Tell me everything, so I know what to expect on the back end.
I have if there's a guy that falls to me at 8, no questions asked, taking him within the first 10 seconds.
Who's that guy?
I'm not saying.
Tell
I'm
me.
not saying. And
Tell
if
me
he
who's the guy.
doesn't, then I do have a plan B.
Tell me.
But I'm not gonna say shit.
Oh, come on
I'm
now.
not gonna say shit.
Come on now. Is it okay? Give me a really wide hint. Crazy hint that like it connects, but like who knows if I can know or if anyone out at home, you guys out there will know.
Somebody that nobody would expect me to take. I'll say that.
Somebody that no one expects you. Well, that's every year because you draft terribly. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and review last year a little bit. So last season we had an unexpected winner, and his team,
Shane Fryer.
the whole year was backup after backup after backup, and guys just kept falling, and he had them on his bench, and he was just like, let me put him in.
Yeah.
And it was the craziest thing to see. This guy, he is notoriously having, below 500 record. He has been struggling since he joined the league to, produce wins. And this past season, he just put it all together. But I also think that's not only because of his bench and who he had, but also because he had Deebo Samuel. And then the late pickup of Joe Burrow, which, Mike, your fault because you dropped him. That's all I'm saying. And also my fault because I didn't pick him up.
Stupid move. Stupid. I mean, we'll talk about this later, but just from the pure transactions and acquisitions that Shane made was a little insane.
Also,
but hey, it got him to the championship, and he won.
I want to say it's probably like top 5% of all ESPN leagues to have a guy change his lineup that much. But I just feel like there's one person that has like 300, 400 acquisitions. He's just constantly 4 a.m. just like hitting the ad and
West Coast does help a little bit, him living out there in Cali.
That is true.
Most of us are sleeping. He's not. He's up there.
He's on a movie set. He's got a 15-minute break. He's checking his lineups, trying to figure out who needs to add and drop and stuff. So Shane, kudos to you for winning last year. I'm in 2021. Yep. Okay. Just want to make sure I was not in the wrong spot. Alex, second place. From going from first to second, still solid.
Good season.
And
Two good showings from him in a row. 2 seasons in a row. 1-2 after him sucking for so many years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's definitely kind of put it together, and sometimes I'm surprised that his team gets as far as it does. He's kind of like Nate from a few years ago, where Nate would just pull out these wins, and it would just never make sense to me.
Well, Alex is also the only losing record winner. He was 6-7 when he won.
That's right. Right.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah.
Good thing he was 9-5.
Yeah.
Tied for the best record last season with Shane at 9-5. CD's nuts. Kyle, he finished 8-6 at third. So good showing. Not good enough though because Alex and Shane were in the championship.
They battled it out. Shane took the ship.
Is it called the Throne Bowl? The Battle of the Throne?
The Throne Ship?
The Throne. I don't know about that, but
the Throne Bowl.
The Throne Bowl. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's better.
I don't know, but Shane, congratulations again. We saw your ring. It's awesome. Wish I would have thought of that when I win.
Yeah, you haven't won
Yeah,
yet.
no, I
bro.
kind of
You
got ahead of
suck.
myself right there. Whoa, we'll get into the whole sucking thing really quick here in a minute.
Well, yeah. Speaking of sucking, Paige took last year, and
We found something where it says that the person that we thought got last gets ninth.
yes,
But she did get last because we don't count the last week in the consolation bracket because there's only 4 teams.
correct.
So Paige, you got last.
Which also means Kyle's been talking some of that smack, saying that he didn't get last, but he did get last 2 years ago. You took home in last place. Paige took home last this
And
year.
if you don't believe us, let's go back and check because we have the league history. It was 2020, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so see how it says ninth right here? Okay, let's go into
Up top.
Yep. View
View
scoreboard. Let's view that scoreboard here. Loading.
So
All
then
right.
go to
So
week,
let's go to
week
so
one.
it says round 3. Let's go to round 1. Okay, round 1 2020. And I'm just going to take the moment here to prove that you got last, Kyle, because you don't think you did. So, the first week of the playoffs in the constellation, Nate, the HNIC, beat
Kyle.
Guess Who's Dak again. All right. And then Luke lost to Cameron.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go to week 2.
And then I beat.
And look, fake it till you Drake it. Beats Guess Who's Dak again. So Kyle, you got last.
I got
Just-
ninth.
Just take it. Just take it.
I've gotten 2 ninths in a
Just
row.
take it. Just take
I'm
it, my
taking the
guy.
2 ninths in a row. All right. So you got to take last place, buddy. I'm sorry. That's just how it goes.
So, congratulations, you got last in 2020. All right, let's move
You
on.
could actually say I'm clutch because I've won my last game, to not finish last. You could actually say I'm kind of clutch.
I guess, but there really is no consequence until now.
Until now, yes. Well, hold on. We'll hold up on the. We'll hold up on that because we do have something else. So I want to say thank you to Paige. She had a championship year. She was, had some other really good years as well. And she was fun to have in the league. And I think it was just time. She has a lot of stuff on her plate right now. And so she's just going to take this year out. She's not going to play this year. And it's sad to see her go. But with that being said, love you, Paige. It was good having you in the league, and maybe we'll see you back in the league at some point if we ever move to 12 teams.
Exactly.
But that brings us, or do you want to say anything?
I do want to say that even though Steve won the 8-man title in 2014, he was the first. That was his first year.
Yeah.
And he won. And in 2016,
right,
was Paige's first year, and she won.
Yep.
So it's a household of first-year winners.
It is.
So that's an honor, itself.
Yep. And she can say that she has a 10-man championship. Steve, you can't. So you're
true.
a fraud. She still owns the house over there.
She probably picked your lineup too. Even though she wasn't in the league until 2 years later, she still probably was like, or Steven, you should probably take that player.
I'll never forget when we were drafting at the field house over at Bradley one year. Paige had her own little corner. She had 2 computers. She had notebooks of stuff, and she was just ripping through all this stuff.
She had a lot of catching up to do. We've been watching football since we were little lads, and she just started watching football because we watched football.
Correct. So amazing having you in the league, and maybe we'll see you back in the future. However, with one person dropping out of the league, that means we have to have a new person come into the league.
That is true. That is very true.
That's none other than Mike's imaginary friend,
dude, for years,
and one of our best friends now, one of our great friends.
Mm-hmm.
Justin, welcome to the league, buddy.
Welcome
to the league, man. I hope you suck, but welcome to the league.
I hope you never sit on the throne.
Yeah, same.
Because if you somehow win this year, I don't know if I can continue.
If he wins,
it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Oh, man, dude.
It's going to be tough. Luckily, we have another person that has not won yet. So that actually helps me, feel a little bit better. So now that we have Justin, Mike, me and you.
Hold on. This is funny. He just texted me this. This is live. So I text Justin before we started the podcast.
Okay.
Just to see if he had anything to say as the new member coming into the league.
Okay.
And I quote, 1, full PPR is stupid scoring format. And 2, happy to be in the league with the boys regardless of scoring.
No,
So-
full PPR is the best.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. That was a dumb I don't think anybody disagrees that full PPR is the best.
I think it's because he thinks that running back should be the most valuable player, and I think full PPR kind of hurts that because that makes like players like CMC and Eckler super valuable because they catch the ball a lot,
Right.
but like players like Derrick Henry, even though they did really well last year, it brings them down a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. So straight from the horse's mouth right there. Is that a saying? Straight from the horse's mouth?
I don't know.
Straight from the camel's back?
I never use it, so I don't know.
I don't know. Well, one of those might work for this. Welcome to the league, bud. Good to have you in here. You know, hopefully, I don't know. We'll see if you have more success than Mike has.
Was it foreshadowing that he was going to be in the league last year when he drafted 4-Page?
He did draft 4-Page.
Was it foreshadowing?
I mean, he drafted the last place team.
Oh, see?
So
maybe Page was like, I got last place. I can't compete no more. You know, these boys are way too smart. I'm just kidding, Page. I'm just joking.
Yeah, I mean, I think Justin's in for a rude awakening. You know, I think the first day that he was brought into the fantasy football chat was when we were doing all of our disgusting videos.
Oh, yes.
And I think that really opened up, you know, he's like, oh shit, I don't know what I've gotten myself into.
It's honestly, we are very hardcore when it comes to fantasy football, especially in this league. This league, I don't know how many leagues you are in, but I'm only in 2, and this league is the one where I'm like, I gotta perform.
Oh,
because
I'm in 4 leagues, but this is the most important league by far. This is the one I care about the most, and it's the one that I suck at the most.
It's our home league. It's our home league. And if you don't perform, you're going to hear about it for the whole entire off season.
Literally.
The whole off season. So you better perform or you're going to get shit for it the whole time.
Yep. Yeah.
And even years after.
Welcome to the league, buddy. Welcome to the league. Yeah. So with that being said, we do have some numbers for you guys.
Like always, we got numbers.
We have some numbers of the history of the league. With this past year being added in. So if you want to start off with some of the winning percentages. And Justin, we kind of just threw you in here since you haven't been in here yet, just to kind of throw you in at the bottom, you know. I think Sean made this graph. I think he was projecting you to have a 400 win percentage this first season. I think that's what he was going for.
4 and 10. Is that 400? Yeah, it's 14 games.
Yeah, I mean, it's 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it'd be 4 out of 14.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So 4 and 6.
I don't know. I'm not a mathematician.
4 and 6 would be.
Yeah.
4.
But
Is that right?
You're gonna win.
Yeah, that's right.
4 and 6.
4 and 6, because that adds up to 10. That would be 400.
No, 4 out of 10.
Yeah, which would make
Would be
him
400.
have.
4 out of 10 is 400.
Oh yeah, dude!
Okay.
Holy shit!
Yikes! All right. Anyway, I put you in at 400 just so that way it didn't make Luke look better than he is. So, as of right now, through 2021, Nate, you have the best win percentage at just under 61% of your games you win.
This is from year 2016 and on. Did you say that?
No, I didn't. Okay, so this is total wins and losses regardless of when you started.
Okay, got you.
So
That's not what the graph says up there.
Well, I just say some owners entered league in 2016 or later.
Okay, got you. All right, that makes sense.
So
this is from when you entered the league.
When you entered the league, so this is total
till the end of last year.
Right.
Total.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. Okay.
So some guys do have more playing time,
Right.
or
right.
Seasons, but I mean regardless, it's still a win percentage. Everyone's still equal in that aspect where it's a win-loss average.
I see what you're saying. So
I mean,
yeah,
Nate's been in since 2017, so it's not like he entered in 2018 or 2019 or 2020 or even 2022.
Yeah. Nate, you're on fire, man. I don't know how you do it. I really don't.
Well, it does help that he started the league his first year with 10 wins, and then the second year he had 11 wins where he won.
Yeah. He hasn't done much of late, but those first couple of years he got into the league, he was on fire.
But not too far behind is Steven with a .581, almost 50, almost 60%. Also, and as I was going through the numbers, because I redid them because I lost all the numbers from last year. Steven, he consistently performs every year, like 9, 10, 9, 8 wins.
Steve. Steve's going to get last place this year.
Cameron's one of those guys where he doesn't have super like high winning seasons. He just has like enough, like 8 wins.
Yeah.
7 wins,
Yeah, because he never like just pulls the trigger and goes for it,
No, because he's very hesitant.
He's very hesitant. He's very hard to trade with.
Yeah, his trades are, I'll give you Jarvis Landry for, Austin Eckler.
Cameron's the type of guy who he doesn't see a trade as both people should win, like both people should prosper from the trade. He sees a trade as only he should do good and the other person should get shit.
Exactly.
That's how he sees trades.
And, here's the thing is, I mean, regardless of where you started and what year you started, you can see that, 3 of the top, of the top 5 records or averages, what are your percentages? I mean, you have 4 guys who were from the beginning, like have the most seasons. I mean, I lost 2 seasons, but still, I mean, I'm up there as well. So it's all about numbers.
I'm coming in tough with a 4.38.
Yeah, you are the last.
But hey, that can all change in 1 year. I have one perfect season, and we're looking different, baby. We're looking different.
I mean, yeah, but if you go 11-2 like I did and lose, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I won't choke like you.
I didn't choke.
Oh, you're a chokester.
I didn't choke.
You choke in every. You choke.
Oh my gosh, I didn't choke.
You choke, bro.
Choke.
It's all right. It's all right, man. It is okay, buddy.
Alex just had this crazy season.
That's you choking, bro.
You would know because you do it every night.
Whoa, bro! It's 2022, man.
Hey,
you can't make those comments.
Coming at me. You coming at me?
I will come at you.
Is there anything that you see here that surprises you besides you being the worst win percentage?
No, honestly, this is kind of how I imagined it before you even put it up on the screen. To be honest with you, I know Nate has had some very close victories. Steven has done pretty well.
Winning is winning.
Cameron has done well.
Winning is winning.
I knew you've made the playoffs. You got third 3 years in a row, so I figured you would be high. You choke, but I'm sure in the regular season you do good. Kyle is about 500. He makes it to the playoffs 1 year. He misses the playoffs. He makes it to the playoffs. He misses the playoffs.
The thing with Kyle that I've noticed is that he either has a good year or a bad year.
Yeah. He's like I said, like he's either doing well
he's either 4 and
or
9.
He doesn't.
He's either 4-9, or he's 8-5, 8-6.
Right.
That's where he's at. I think he does have 1 10-win season. I don't know if that's the one he won. But yeah, I think that is the season he won. He went 10-3 and then 8-5 the second title. So, anything else you want to add about the winning percentage?
No, I think that about sums it up. Hopefully, I get my shit together one of these years, and actually perform. I haven't.
Well, when your wide receiver 1 is Tyler Lockett.
Well, okay. First of all, hold on.
Hold
on. That's not fair to say because I made a trade and I went out and got Waddle. Waddle was really good. I think Waddle finished as.
No, it was. Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
He didn't do that well, but I had Antonio Brown. Okay. He was good until he got crazy again.
You knew it was going to happen, though.
I had Hunter Renfrow.
You knew he had a timer.
Renfrow was going to explode. OBJ was good when he was healthy. I mean, there were some guys, but I banked on my running backs, and Derrick Henry got hurt. My workhorse got hurt.
Good when he got traded, which is at the end of the season.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, you got stuff to work on.
I do.
You got to work it out.
I do, buddy.
You really need to study up and get a draft strategy so that way you can actually perform and be with the big dogs.
I had a draft strategy last year, and it backfired when Henry got hurt. So, it is what it is.
I'll give it to you. But when one player goes down, I mean,
I mean, I had multiple injuries last year though.
yeah, but I also had CMC, my first pick, and he went down within like the first couple of weeks, and I still went all the way.
That's true. That's true. All right. So I also, oh wow,
Nice segue.
this is.
What's going on?
All right. So I also text Shane before the podcast started.
Okay.
And, as the champ, see if he had any words to
Okay.
say, right?
Mhm.
So this is what he just sent to me live. And I quote, "I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one that can stop me. Kyle, Steve, Nate, any of them are Kyle, Steve, Nate, any of them. Are they conquerors? No. I'm Alexander. They're no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from their cloth. There's no one that can catch me. My style is impetuous? What's that word? I don't Impetuous?
I don't ask me. I don't know words. I'm sorry.
right.
I'm not good with
Well,
vocabulary.
I think it's probably a synonym of what he was saying before earlier. So my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat your children. Praise be to Allah.
Okay.
Mike Tyson, edited by Shane motherfucker Fryer. So I
Okay.
guess this was a Mike Tyson quote that
Okay.
Shane kind of warped into his own.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes more sense. Well, Shane,
That was great.
I hate to tell it to you, but I don't think your strategy is going to work this year because now you're exposed.
Yeah, I agree.
Just like NFL defenses, like there are offenses, they always work the first year, and then the next year they get exposed, and everyone knows how to stop it. So good luck.
Good luck, pal.
All right, let's move on to. Let's do points.
Yeah, let's do points.
Okay, so we're going on to points here. So here's your points for in points against average. And here's the thing, I did it from 2018 because the points prior to 2018, which was prior to full PPR, it just brought everything down, and it made Mike way higher than the rest because he started in 2018. So I just took it from 2018 and on. And as you can see, me on top by a wide margin at 133.4 points per game and then 124.2 against. So a 9.2 plus differential. That's all I got to say.
Do I see, though, that I'm higher than Cameron and Nate and Shane and obviously Justin?
But yeah, Justin, I just put you at 100 just so that way you're on the board.
And I'm just behind Steve. Just behind Steve by 1.2. All right. Heard. I got some work to do, but
Yeah.
I mean, this doesn't make me look as bad
Yeah, but-
as the win percentage.
But the big difference about this is that you have a negative differential and Steve has a positive. Which I know it doesn't really matter a whole lot, but he's making the moves that is necessary for you to win.
Agreed. But look at, dude, my points against are 125.5. The only person that's above me in that category is Mike
there's a
and
few.
Alex. And, well, I guess Alex and Kyle are pretty close to me. But, like, look at what, like, Nate has. 118?
Yeah, 118. But we all knew this. We knew that
Yeah.
Nate always plays against people who underperform.
That's crazy.
Just like last year, Steve played against everybody that was underperforming. There was times where Steven was scoring 90 points and winning.
Yeah.
Terrible.
That's true. That's true.
Terrible.
Absolutely terrible. Man. But, I mean, at least this graphic doesn't make me look as bad as the win percentage graphic.
I mean, you are middle of the pack. 122.8, I don't think on average you're going to win a lot. I mean, you might finish 500 going 122.8 every game.
Yeah. I mean, hey,
And the reason why I was so high on my averages from 2018 is that I had 2 scoring titles back-to-back years, 2019, 2020. In 2020, I scored, I believe, 156.4 average per game, which is the highest ever. Still, even with the game, the 14th game.
Right.
So I actually probably might have hurt it, but even then though, even though last year a few people, I think Alex scored more.
Now, are these points including playoffs, or is this just regular season
stats?
Okay.
So even with the extra game, Alex only scored, I think, like 40 or 50 more points than I did the previous year. So, I mean, that just tells you how much I was scoring.
And that just shows you how bad you choked it away.
No, everybody likes to perform against me. In the playoffs. Regular season, everybody sucks against me.
Yeah.
But during the playoffs, everyone's like, yo, let's get this guy. Let's get him out of here.
What was that accent?
I don't know.
Was that a Sonny Liston accent?
Like a Philadelphia, New York accent? I don't know.
Hey, get over here. Let me beat your ass.
I don't know where that was coming from, but I just wanted to say it. So
Fair enough, bud. Fair enough.
Anything else you want to add?
I want to add another little friendly bet.
You want to add a bet?
I want to add a bet
me?
between us, yeah.
Just between me? Between me and me? Or between us?
Between us.
Okay, go ahead.
Between me and me. What the fuck does that mean?
It was a joke. It was a bad joke. It was a bad joke. Anyway, continue.
I want to go out and say, I'll bet you that I averaged more points for this season.
This season?
Yes.
I don't think so.
All right, we'll make the bet.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I just want to say I'm sorry because I'm going to win this bet because I have a very strong draft strategy.
Oh, are you sure? Because me and Steve were in a draft with you.
Yeah, I did
a week ago.
Okay,
and
but
you
here's
sucked.
the thing, though. Here's the thing. I mean, Michael Pittman, he's gonna do all right. But
yeah,
Sutton,
but you drafted four Colts. You drafted 4 Colts, 4 Broncos.
Oh yeah,
and
the backups, bro. The backups. No, I drafted 3 Colts, or not? 3 Denver Broncos.
Well, this is in a chat for that league, but I'll have to look that up after we're done.
Yeah,
here.
I drafted Sutton, Williams, and Melvin Gordon.
Either way, it's funny you do say that. So this will be the last thing I say on this topic.
Okay.
But I was listening to the Pardon My Take podcast, and they had Jerry O'Connell on.
Okay.
And so Jerry O'Connell drafted their team in a league that is in a league with Turtle from Entourage, CJ McCollum, Julius Randle, whatever, right? So Jerry O'Connell drafted their Pardon My Take's team for this league.
Right.
He also drafted Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon.
You got to double up.
I just thought that was funny. Up. But anyways,
so are we shaking on it?
Yeah, we'll shake on it.
We're shaking.
Oh, what's the bet though? What is the?
You just said.
Well, I know what the bet is, but what's the stakes? What are the stakes?
I don't know. What do you want? What do you want? Wait, it's what I want. What do I want? Because I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. I'm not gonna lose. Anything? No. To be determined for the next podcast. Okay.
But we'll shake on it here.
So we know it's a bet.
It's a bet.
So we know it's a bet.
We just gotta figure out the stakes.
We just gotta figure it out. Okay. Right. Okay. That's fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Let's move on to my last slide, which is the most. I love this slide. I love it because it just I think it tells so much. So let's open it up here. So it's the acquisitions. And this is, again, since when you started on the league, or when you started in the league, this is your, average moves, pickups, drops. That's what this is. Justin, I put you in at 1 just so you're on the board again. But Shane.
That is wild. Shane. Absolutely wild.
Every single year he just goes up and up and up. Every year. Last year, or the year before last, we thought there's no way he gets more. Yes, he got like at least 10 more.
Mike, how do you only average 13 a year, dude? That is crazy. That's almost just as crazy as averaging 61.
Right. That means that they pick up one person a week, pretty much. Not even
Yeah.
one person a week.
Not even. Well, depending on
on
playoffs
average,
and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah. Oh my, that is.
I mean, Nate's not far behind, and Alex isn't like too much
if you
ahead.
factor in playoffs, that's less than one person a week.
That's true. But has Mike made it last year? Last year's
Yeah,
the first year he's made
yeah.
it to the playoffs. Okay. So, Mike, you got to pick up more guys, my guy.
That is.
Because you can see
Stunning.
that there's, three guys on the bottom with 13, 14.8, 19.8. And then there's a definite divide where everyone else jumps up. And you have, pretty much in the middle. I think we're all about the same. Me, Cameron, and Steve, I believe, me and Kyle. Me, Kyle, and Cameron are all kind of higher at the upper 30s. But yeah, we're all pretty close except for Shane. Shane's up there with over 70 pickups last year. Pickup and drops last year. Insane. He's on the waiver wire. Well, every week you would see him pick up like 4 players before we even woke up.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's crazy. It is insane. It's averaging 61. You have what last year's were?
Yeah, we can pull it up. So that's acquisitions. We got to get out of here. Let's see, league history. Where am I at? League. Oh shoot.
Just go to your team.
Oh, there it is. I got it. It just says history. I was looking for league history. Okay, so if we go to full standings here, full standings.
I just want to see because I don't know.
So we'll do it from high to low. So Shane, you had 73. 73 moves.
That's wild. That is so wild.
So I had an average low like right there at 26. Cameron at 30, Steve at 34, you at 38, and Kyle at 40.
So I was high. I was.
You were high.
I was high.
Yeah. And Steve was a little high. Kyle was really high.
It looks like everybody had more moves last year. Everybody was a little higher than usual.
A little bit. Everyone's a little higher than last year on their average, which brought everybody up a little bit. I mean, it made Shane way higher because he was 10 over. I think he was 64 last year. Or 62, 63 last year. Now he's 73, so he's way up there.
Can I just point out that I scored more points than you last year?
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Points for. Because, Steven way at the bottom. It's so stupid.
That's
How
crazy.
low he was. And look at his points against.
He was like
He had
100 points lower than Cameron.
Yeah, and he had the lowest points against,
and
too.
Paige. But like, oh my gosh, dude. That is
Yeah.
lucky. So
It's incredible.
lucky, dude. Oh my gosh. I just want some of that luck. Just give me some of that luck.
No, I agree.
And I would love it. Lilo's starting to freak out over there a little bit.
Yeah, he's going after a string or something. But tail of the tape right there, Steven, there's always one guy every single season who underperforms, and then when he plays somebody, they also underperform, and that was Steven. He went 7-7, scoring 1645.
Just wow.
Like
Wow,
I scored
unbelievable.
I scored almost 200 points more than he did throughout the whole season. I finished 6-8, and you scored over 300 points more, and you finished 6-8.
It hurts.
It sucks.
It hurts.
It does. It's unfortunate. Hey, you got 1993, the year we were born.
Oh,
Yeah, nice.
nice.
Anyway, so that's the way the cookie crumbles, because that's fantasy football. You win, you
Fantasy.
lose, you move on.
Yeah, you play to win the game.
Or you don't,
And
because
Steve
all your
won 'em.
friends give you shit for the whole entire fucking off season.
Too funny. Too funny.
Anything else you want to add on acquisitions? I do think Shane, but that's the wild thing, is he had 73 moves, but I feel like his starting lineup was always the same. He was constant. I think it was
His
because
bench was just changing.
he was constantly trying to find the one player that's going to be like, oh, he's playing this week. He's gonna start, and it was always at 3 a.m. right after the waivers. He had the number one spot the whole season, right, or close to it.
Yeah, close to it. Yeah.
The whole season,
Yeah.
he had the number one spot on waivers.
Yep. So yeah, let's see if you can top 73 this year, Shane. Let's see.
That's your challenge.
Yeah, I want to see this keep going up, baby.
I want to see 80.
Let's
get
I want
80.
to see 80. Let's get 80 out of you this year.
That's 7 more. That's all you need. 7 more.
7 more. You can do that. You can do
it.
that.
Plus playoffs. I don't know if this includes playoffs. I don't think it does.
I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, with all that being said, draft day Wednesday, baby.
Wednesday. 7 p.m.
Wednesday. 7 p.m. right now, maybe push to 7:30 so Justin can get over there in time. Either way, it's on Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
7:30. Finally. The
day before the season starts.
Oh my gosh, this is like the best week. This is the best week. We have tomorrow off for Labor Day.
Right.
And then we have 2 more days of work. Then we have the draft. Then
no, we have 1 day.
Well, we have Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah.
You're not taking the draft day off? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So then we have draft Wednesday, first game Thursday, and then
Friday, Saturday
for the weekend, and then Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, dude.
It is the life.
I feel like I've waited 5 years for this. Like this summer, especially since like the Cubs sucked.
Right.
Like, I mean, there's some young talent, but that's a different point. But like, we always knew they weren't going to make the playoffs, and for football to finally be back.
I saw someone. I think it was ESPN or was it CBS? One of the two. They said that the Bears were going to go 3-11 or 3 and.
There's no way we don't.
What am I? 3-14.
Yeah.
I couldn't think.
I think we at least get 6 or 7 wins.
Well, they went 6-11 last year.
Yeah, with Matt Nagy. Like,
right, yeah.
We have way better coaches.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see us not winning at least 6 games.
It just depends, man. It
does.
I've said it since the end of last year. I think the Vikings win the division.
You're a Vikings fan.
Hey, I'll drink to that.
Oh my gosh. It hurts my soul. We add a Bears fan in Steve, and we lose a Bears fan in you.
Listen, I just got so frustrated having one of the worst offenses year after year. They wasted so many years with Mac.
I don't want to see you root for
now
the Bears.
Roquan Smith wants to leave.
He's not, though. He doesn't want to leave.
Allen Robinson the past 2 years has been like, I don't want to play here anymore.
Yeah, but there's a lot with we have a different regime, baby. Different regime.
It's still Ryan and Matt.
Hey.
It's still Ryan and Matt.
Different Ryan and Matt, though. Different Ryan and Matt.
I just think that the Vikings are going to really step up this year because Aaron Rodgers is still in the division, but Devontae Adams isn't, and they lost a lot of pieces on the offseason.
Oh, yeah.
And the Vikings just added. The Vikings straight added.
Yeah.
New coach.
We'll see.
New they just kept going and going. So I think the Vikings are going to have a really good season. I think they can go 11-6.
Maybe we'll see.
Maybe we'll see. Anyway, what else do we have on the board here?
So with draft day being Wednesday, we do have a couple new rules.
Yes, the rules.
We're adding in a second flex as voted upon.
I was bamboozled. On the quiz. I mean, I think it didn't matter. I think it was 7-3. It would have been 6-4, but I didn't think I voted for a flex. I thought it was like if we do a flex, we're gonna get rid of kickers.
Oh,
yes, that was my thinking. It doesn't matter though because it would have been 6-4. So are we? All right. The big question is: are we going to get rid of a bench spot?
I think that's still to be determined.
I think we should.
I don't want. Yeah, I think that the extra flex spot should just be taking from the bench.
However, though, if we do add a bench spot, if we don't add a bench spot, it does make it easier to set your lineup. Like, you know how you're like, oh man, do I play this guy? Do I play that guy? Well, now you just play him because you don't have to have that question because you have an extra flex spot.
That is true.
So we might need to add an extra bench spot just so that way it makes it a little bit harder to set your lineup.
That's a valid point. It's a valid point.
Because think about it. How many times last year were you like, dude, I want to play this guy, but should I play this guy?
That's true. That is true.
Now, if we don't do that, if we don't add anybody on the bench, you just play them because you don't have to worry about it.
Right. Right. Well, that's true. That's something that we all need to talk about as a league in the next day.
Exactly.
So we have that being added. We also have the loser of the league. So 2 years ago it would have been Kyle. This past year it would have been Paige. They have to do a punishment now. We don't know what that punishment is yet. There's a few that are out there. Having I suck at fantasy football float.
You made it sound like they had to do a punishment.
Oh, they don't. I'm just saying that like
the future
for the
last
future
place. Yes.
last
you
place.
You made it seem like they had to do a punishment.
I was just trying to reiterate that Kyle got last 2 years ago.
Yeah,
That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, because he got last.
Yeah, because he got last.
Yeah, because he sucks.
He got last. Yep, he sucks.
Two-time champ. You have breakfast. Hey, what's up, brother? Hey, are you going? You going? Okay, can we go that way? Can we go that way?
So yeah.
Lay down.
So loser has to do a punishment. We'll figure it out. We'll announce it on the pod when we do figure it out.
We should make it to where Kyle has to have breakfast with Stafford and Cup because he said it like 30 times last season when he gets last place.
And then the only other thing that's new is we're raising the buy-in from 50 to 60. So where the extra $100 is going to go, I'm not really sure yet, but we'll figure that out. So
we were so close to having no kickers.
See, I'm for kickers.
No, get rid of kickers. There's no point.
I'm with the keepers. Like I would be down for a keeper.
No, keeper. No, we were really close to keepers. That's what I was thinking. But yeah, kickers, no point.
I would love a keeper. Two keepers.
Yeah, I don't think there's any point to having one keeper.
There's no point in having one keeper.
You should have two.
Have to have two.
Like, it can't be the two same positions.
And I understand if 3 is too many for people, so I think 2 is a happy medium. We're this close again at this.
We're one vote away.
So we'll get it hopefully by next year.
Two votes.
But we'll get next year.
If it's 5-5, do we have a revote?
Well,
like, is there a specific
I think
revote?
it has to be. I think it has to be.
Majority. But if it's 5-5, I feel like we should be able to like negotiate terms and do a revote.
I mean, that's something that we can talk about next year for sure.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so I'll see you all guys on draft day. Looking forward to it. Always love it. Good seeing you guys all the time when we do it. We'll have interviews set up again this year.
Yep, interviews, some smack talk.
Some smack talk. Yeah. I think that kind of wraps up episode 1.
Lots of beer.
Lots and
lots of beer.
A hard work day for Thursday because... But it's not. It's because you're a little hungover from draft day. You know,
it might be a hard hangover because you might be really upset about your team.
That's true too.
You might be really upset.
I remember Cameron in tears one time after his draft when we were living out in Bloomington still. He was super sad.
And Mike thought he had a really bad draft last season because he drafted Tom Brady and Devontae Adams. But Tom Brady was quarterback number 1 and Devontae Adams was wide receiver like 3 or 4.
What's your favorite draft day like tradition? Mine is, so I'll give you like an idea of what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So mine is immediately when the draft ends, Steve starts talking about trades. Like the second the draft ends, he's already talking about trades. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Favorite tradition on draft day. It never fails.
He's like, I didn't get the guy I wanted, so let me go get him right now.
Yeah, I love it.
I don't really know. I would say I don't know if we really do this a whole lot. I can't fully remember, but I mean shotgun and beers.
Yeah.
Or the no. My tradition is having to pause because we can't connect with Shane. Or someone has connection issues and we have to restart.
Always, never fails. But all right, boys. See you Wednesday.
Go have some fun. Place some bets on some games out there.
Oh yeah.
How many bets do you think you're going to make during the
week
season?
1?
Week 1.
At least, I don't know, probably at least $150, $200 worth of bets.
Yikes. Okay, let's just end here. All right.
I mean, I know myself, bro. It's week 1. You gotta go hard. You got to go hard.
We're going to go hard with the beer. But anyway, guys, we'll see you on Wednesday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this podcast, and hopefully you guys tune in for next week when we actually have some games played.
Yep.
And we're going to actually talk about who won, who lost week 1. And that's really exciting. Football is back, and I am super excited. See you guys on Wednesday.
FTL out.
FTL.
FTL.
It's a race to the throne. Who's going to win? Nobody knows.